Welcome back to Skate to the Truth. Recently, we discovered that Saul Indian Horse was the first Indigenous man to have played in the NHL. In one of his earliest interviews, Saul mentions a priest who coached him and helped him find his true potential back in the day at St. Jerome's residential school. Saul spoke of this priest as his biggest supporter who helped him through difficulties and led him to where he is today. Currently, I'm driving over to Father Gaston Leboutilier's home to talk about Saul and his upbringing as a hockey player.
You can call me Gaston.
So, Gaston, I have a few questions for you about the kid you mentored back at St. Jerome's. He is Saul Indian Horse.
Oh, yes. How could I forget?
I wanted to start with his upbringing. From what I heard, he was a orphan at the school.
He was there before I transferred. However, I did ask around once. I took a notice to him. I was told he was just found on the side of the road with a woman, but that's all I know.
Oh, okay. So, how was Saul at school?
He was quiet, and a lot of kids would not really talk to him at first. He was the studious kid, on the contrary. Always had his head in those damn books and would never talk back.
How did Saul get into hockey then?
Once I got to school to start a hockey team, I convinced Saul to watch one game. He reluctantly did, and ever since then he was interested. I remember we would watch Hockey Night in Canada, and he would be glued to the game. One time, one of our players got injured and Saul insisted on playing for him that game. He was a natural, and I was even shocked he knew how to skate. After I would join him to the morning, after he would clean the ice and coach him. Eventually, I got him to play on the team.
He used to clean the ice? Was he not a player from the beginning?
No, he was not a player when I first introduced him to the sport. He used to ask me to let him play, but the kid was just too young. All the boys we had on the team were much older than him. No way I was going to put an 8-year-old on the team. But, he was able to prove me wrong. The kid was so determined to learn the sport and be on the rink. He offered to look after the ice as well.
How do you think he was such a good player?
God had blessed his hands, his skates, his legs. He also was a determined little one, training every morning. His love for that game is unmatched.
Was that the only reason?
Yes.
Do you know anything about Saul's journey with the Moose?
When Saul was unable to play in the town due to him getting banned,
Sorry? What do you mean? Was he banned?
the people of the town thought of the game as their game. They did not like Saul being a part of that and did not allow him to keep playing.
What do you think of that?
Hockey is God's game, and anyone should be able to play. But yes, once he was banned, I talked to a man, Fred Kelly. We talked, and he wanted to adopt Saul and let him play for the Moose after I showed Saul to him.
And did you ever see him again after that?
I did. I went to one of his games with the team. Wow. He was fast on that ice. He didn't even notice me until I called him out. He was grown, not as small as he was when he first started. It was nice seeing him again.
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for this lovely talk. And however, according to our sources, a lot of information that you've been saying is contradictory to the evidence.
Pardon?
We've heard about the abuse the kids have gone through at the residential schools.
What are you talking about?
Some survivors from the schools came out and told the public about their experiences, often about how the priests and nuns would sexually and physically and spiritually abuse them.
Huh? What are you talking about? Those schools are magical. Kids were never abused.
No, you know well, don't you? Saul tells us a lot about you and what you did.
Yes, I brought the life of the game to him. Nothing more, nothing less.
Saul describes how you took his innocence away when he was a youth.
These are some serious accusations.
The evidence says it all, Father. I just want you to take accountability for your actions.
I have only always been proud of that boy. I would never do something so I would never.
Let me ask you one more time, Gaston. You've never abused or seen someone abuse a child at any residential school before?
Maybe other nuns and priests did that stuff, but that's not how I wanted to live my life. That's not me.
So maybe other nuns and priests, but never you, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
So you think Saul just lied to us? All the other survivors who were brave enough to speak up, they were just lying.
I guess so, yeah. I would never do that.
No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get him to acknowledge what he did in the past. It was frustrating to sit back knowing he was lying and not being able to do anything about it. I feel as if there is no point to continue with a man this far gone. As disappointed I am to end the interview like this, I would still like to thank you for joining us on Skate to the Truth. Till our next episode.